hours? 24 hours of games. So they're gonna show off 24 hours of games. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. And I said, that is bullshit. I was the first and only person to say, do you really think that they're going to show off 24 hours worth of games? I mean, this is Microsoft that we're talking about. This isn't a brand new company. This is the same Microsoft, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing new here, nothing new to see. Microsoft doesn't give a damn about the gamer. You got what? These motherfuckers, these grown ass men really think that Phil Spencer. No, that's funny. These motherfuckers think that Phil Spencer gonna come in and just bring in games and he's gonna just change the system and he's doing this and he's gonna do that. I mean, these motherfuckers they've lost their mind. These are men well in their 38s, going on to the 40s, mid 30s. These are some old ass men really thinking that Phil Spencer in his blazer, sneakers, and a t-shirt. I mean, come on, this style's not even cool anymore, Phil Spencer. I know you're trying to put off. It's the same vibe as a non-confrontational vibe as putting on glasses. When somebody puts on glasses, they're trying to put on that non-confrontational vibe. You know what I mean? And you wearing the blazers and the t-shirts and the sneakers and the jeans, trying to lower yourself to a business casual type look to look like you're one of us when you're not. You can't fool me, Phil Spencer, and I've seen it since day one. You're a joke. You're just a face to use to convince these old ass men that you're one of them, that you're really for the gamers. These motherfuckers, they can't even see the costumes, yo. These are costumes. These are the costumes that I've seen every business pack does use. These are just costumes that they're tricking these Xbox fanboys. Grown ass men. Man, Phil Spencer, chill with that bullshit, man. Put on a fitted suit. Look like presentable on stage, please. You look like a slob at best. You look like a slob wearing those blazers. You look pathetic. You look like a clown to me. You're wearing some shit that niggas didn't even wear, that weren't even cool in 2006 or 2003. Put on a fucking fitted suit. You look pathetic on stage. Blazers and a gaming t-shirt. Like, he convinced you, like, motherfuckers really think that he came in there and turned this shit around for the gamer. Let's get into it, man. We just had a 24-hour live stream. 24 hours live stream that nobody's seen. Not even the Xbox fanboys have seen. And there was a way for me to get onto it. But they wanted to sign into my Twitter account. So I said, get the fuck out of here. You ain't signing into shit. That means if I was to type in some shit, you know, get my little troll on, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. This is what zombies are. I might get my, like, God damn, ain't nobody up in that motherfucker. They'll delete my shit and probably delete my account. Microsoft wants to take total control over my Twitter account. I said, oh, hell no. They can kiss my ass. There's no way I'm logging onto this bullshit ass live stream. But that was the only place where you can watch the live stream. Because it was bullshit. We all knew it was bullshit, yo. They all know, Microsoft knew that the world was going to be watching, so they needed to get a stronghold onto that live stream. That was the most bullshit. Sony would never censor their live stream like that. Sony just puts the shit up. Even if they fucking up, just put the shit up. Fuck it. Somebody will like it. The 24-hour live stream came and went. I can't even find this shit on YouTube. Nobody recorded this shit. Can somebody find me? And you know, there's no nothing. There's no nothing coming out of this 24. There's no games. I don't even know what games they even launched. I seen pictures of them using the karaoke simulator. but that was Xbox employees. You know, the Japanese Xbox employees. It wasn't even. I just don't understand Microsoft, man. How can you go into Japan, one of the most biggest, if not the biggest gaming market, and just literally pull your cock out and urinate on them like that? They didn't even know the shit launched. I seen a picture where a motherfucker's walking by looking at the goddamn Xbox sign, and he's just like, oh shit, what the fuck is this? You know, he doesn't even have a clue what it is. How can he not have a clue? What's going on? I thought Phil Spencer cared about the gamer. Which gamer does he care about? I thought it was all gamers. Phil Spencer only cares about the gamer that spends the money. Point blank, period. A lot of people ask me, a lot of Xbox fanboys, and they know the answer to this question, but I'm going to put it out there anyway. They just want to know if I know the answer. A lot of Xbox fanboys are asking me, well, what is the importance of Japanese games? I mean, come on, they're for children. I mean, come on, I'm a man, you know, I'm a man. I want to play manly games. I want to play the Call of Duties, man. I want to get in there and be a man, you know? I want to play the John Maddens, you know what I mean? Even though I didn't care about John Madden until EA Access, but still, I want to play the John Maddens, man. I want to play some men games, like some Gears of War. I want to play with the men, you know? I'm a man. I want a council that treats me like a man. Like, oh man, the Microsoft fanboy is pathetic. Pathetic. 20 hours of my life, if not 20 hours, you know, we'll say 18 or so of the hours of my life, I play video, I'm being a man, you know, I'm going to work, I'm paying bills, you know, if I'm going out with a lady or so, I'm paying for the date, you know, things that you're supposed to do, you're supposed to do as a man. So I'm not bragging about it. It's just shit you're supposed to do. But out of those 18 or 19 or so hours, or whatever, 16 hours of my day, I'm being a man. But when I come to my gaming console, it's not about becoming a man, or it's not about being, you know, any of that type of bullshit that the Microsoft fanboy is creating. Because all the games they play, majority of children play. You know what I'm saying? All the games that I play, there's no kids playing this bullshit. So please, and then the Xbox fanboys like get on their headsets and they're fighting with the kids and shit. I mean, like, come on, man, really, you play games to become a mature man when you're fighting with 13-year-olds. But when I play my games, I play these games to be took into another world. It takes me from reality. It's not about it's not playing mature games. It's just I'm going to another reality or world. When I play my JRPGs, they take me to another world, or they even, it's like they're tapping into a world that I might have lived in my past life, for those who believe in the past life type things. They just take me to this another world where I'm fighting giant creatures and I'm with dueling swords or weapons and things of that such, and it's an amazing story that just really taps into my psyche, that just something sort of amazing. And I've always admired the Japanese RPG for that. Even with your Pokemons, you know, a world where I'm able to capture fictitious creatures and train them and then use them in battle. You know what I'm saying? Things like the Japanese game, Japanese just always took that shit to another level that punk ass motherfuckers think that it's for children, when it's not. It's probably 10 times more mature than any game you've ever played. The storyline is just so deep. It just takes you on twists and turns, and it's just something that I just loved and really admired about the Japanese RPG. Just love about the Japanese RPG. Even with the Persona games, where they can take you into a realistic modern day world and throw in the occult, into this world, and you got just, it's just so crazy. It's so many things I could break down on the metaphysical level, but if I did, those of you who claim to be adults couldn't even understand what I'm saying. My 13-year-old sister is a child, and yet she's playing these RPGs that are just 10 times more advanced than anything you ever played compared to a point-and-click shooting game. Something that you guys will never experience. You guys are on a zombie level of thinking. a low level of thinking, the way that society wants you to think. But I'm on an advanced level that nobody on YouTube or on this planet is not even on my level. There's only about 3-4 people tops that I know that are actually above or if not on my level. And I'm not even counting YouTube. I'm talking about people who are, just advanced, period. So those of you who want to call my games childish games, by all means, that's what the game is supposed to scare you away. It's like if I was talking and if I was cursing and a soccer mom couldn't hear nothing I was saying because there were curse words in my lecture, but I'm bringing down some deep shit. When I was talking about Sony, Sophie's breaking down the truth, but the soccer mom only hears the curse words. The same thing for the Japanese RPG. The only thing you guys see is the colors and the big eyes. And yet there's a bigger, more vast world to it. There's a reason why people are hyped up for a Xenoblade Chronicles X or whatever it's called. There's a reason why people love the Dragon Quest games, the Final Fantasy games. Even though the Final Fantasy have watered themselves down to cater more to the alleged adult crowd. But the importance of Japan is just that. The reason that the PlayStation 2 was so successful, and the reason the PlayStation 1 was so successful to me, was that there was just variety. There was a variety of games. The reason the Xbox 360 was just okay, only reason I like it was because of the online service, but I'm going another 8 years with a console that I know should have a superior online service. Superior online service is cute, it's great for the ego. For those of you YouTubers who are into that type of shit, you hop on and all of a sudden everybody's admiring you and going crazy for you and paying homage and respect to you, and you can't get this type of shit in the real world to go out to the real world. Motherfuckers are like, get the fuck out of the way. So of course you want to go somewhere where the online is more superior, you're able to talk to people. By all means, I don't like people praising me, and the people who play Xbox with me know that shit. They'll come in there and praising me, and I've cursed every single one of them out. I just said, fuck that shit, let's just game. You can look at my videos. I'm literally cursing people out so they just don't like me. I'm crazy in that type of way. I don't like praises and shit like that. I just came here to play the video game just like every other man. People will tell you I've gotten into big fights for people praising me. They'll tell you who roll with me. One dude came on there, Zelby, man, any other man, that loves that type of shit, and getting their ego boosted would say, man, this is a great experience. But it has nothing to do with gaming. It's just blowing up your ego because you're able to make contact with your subscribers and they're hyping you up to believing that you're shit when you're really not. We're not shit. Hollywood doesn't give a fuck about us. Microsoft doesn't, Sony, none of them give a fuck about us. So we're not shit. But anyway, the reason the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 1 was so successful is because of the variety of games. We just had a variety of stuff to do. It was a beautiful thing. If you wanted to play the JRPGs, we'll play that. If you wanted to play the Maddens or the shooting games or the open world games or the simulation games it was just so much to do. It was just so much of a variety. And when Japan looks at the Xbox and sees that nobody wants it, that's not a good look. That means Japanese developers are going to stay far close away from Microsoft. And if Microsoft wants that game, they're going to have to come out of pocket big time just to port the game to their Xbox One. And it's going to be a bad port at that. It can barely hit 900p. It can barely hit 60 frames per second. Not that those things are a big deal, but you're going to be getting, just like how the Xbox 360 was getting the high, more advanced versions than the PlayStation 3 versions when it came to the multiplats. The PlayStation 4 is winning that race now. Now people are going to be saying, the better version is going to be on the PS4. Even though those things don't mean to me, but the people who that is a big deal to, it will be. But to me, I don't really care. Even though when the better version of Final Fantasy 13, even though the game sucked, was on the PS3, I would prefer to play the PS3 version over the Xbox 360 because I looked at terrible. I looked at bad. But yeah, no nothing. No games. No customers, no variety. This is going to be bad. You can't just be the Madden and shooter simulating console. You just can't have that, man. You can't have that. That's not good. That's not good for a console, a gaming console. It's not good. You gotta have variety. Yes, the scale bounds and the whatchamacallits, Quantum Breaks. I know I'm missing it. Oh, Sunset Overdrive. Those games are beautiful. Beautiful. Step in the right direction that I really love. Really love. But if they don't connect with the Xbox audience, even though that's all they want is shooters and things like that, it's like it's just not going to bring any new customers in, because the Maddens and the Call of Duties will just be highlighted, and the Sunset Overdrive 2s and all that will never come because the Microsoft audience didn't support it. And the newcomers who are coming in and they'll support it, and all of a sudden they're not going to make it anymore, just like how they're not making any more Viva Piñatas or the Blue Dragons or the Lost Oddies and things like that. They're going to go to the console that does have it. It's all about bringing in new customers. That's what you guys want. You guys claim that you don't care about sales, but it sounds like to me when you say, "Well, we'll be on. We're not even in all the states, so I mean, come on." Like, you guys really care about sales more than anything. You guys say you don't, but you really do. You probably care about sales more than anything, because as soon as those sales, if they go up, which I highly doubt, you guys will be the first ones to say something. Anyway, I'm talking way too long, man. I'm talking way too long. The 24-hour live stream was a failure. They showed no games for the gamer. And the world is watching. The world sees this. And Tokyo Game Show is just in a couple weeks away. And they're going to show the same shit that they showed there at the Tokyo Game Show booth. While everybody's coming in to come and look at Sony shit, Xbox is going to have a small booth with Phil Spencer and his Jimmy Neutron-sized head, his blazer and a t-shirt, sneakers on, and they're going to walk right past that motherfucker just like they did on the launch of the Xbox One, because they're going to have games like Call of Duty, Madden, and EA Access. Not looking good, man. Not looking good at all. This isn't looking good. This isn't looking good for Microsoft. Japan doesn't have to like it, by all means, but it's just not looking. They're not even trying. At least they tried with the Xbox original and 360. They're not even trying this generation, yo. They lied. Yeah, we're gonna try so hard, man. We're gonna do a big job. We're gonna do big time, way bigger things. They didn't show nothing, yo. They're liars. This is bullshit, man.